And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard. First carry from Matt Forte. Oh, what a move. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 1st down, this is Forte. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always a little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
From midfield, here's Brady. This one complete to Jordan Reed. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jordan Reed, 49 yards. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Williams to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's Mannion. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Forte, 30 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker plugging the rock.
This will be... Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing now is Brady. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On first down, Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. That'll bring up second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And complete to Moncrief over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And he's got Moncrief. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Out to the left here to Reed. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And this is going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And 4th down coming up. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to battle the run.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And as a defender, if you go with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, That's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll make it third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at it, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling at?
And Owen coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to... The drive begins with a run by Forte. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they're trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On second down, here's Brady. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Now Brady, Baldwin with it over the middle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll run for it. Forte. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's Perkins on first down. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A handoff to Perkins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass. But that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. On second down, Forte. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
They got the safe completion on 3rd.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Brady to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Guys, they have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Jordan Reed has it. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Jordan Reed. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A minute 57 to go in this first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Forte, the lone running back. Throwing on first down is Brady. And this is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Brady now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate it.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A.J. Green, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, now they'll try the end around. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. From midfield, here's Brady. Surveying the field. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. And how about this? It's the other great. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here is the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Throwing on first down is Breeze. James has got it. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
A first carry now for Rob Kelly. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Smith catches left side. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And it's up and good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he rifles one incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Brady to throw on second down. And Reed with it over the middle. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up third down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's now 4th and 3.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And Brady will sneak it. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. this one back to the 29.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And up.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Brady's going to sneak it. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Forte, the lone running back. He's going to get the football. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
How about the timing on that one? Well, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Reed, 30 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got Miller. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, it's Breeze. And Rudolph has it left side. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Completion left side to Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here's Brady to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing is Brady on third down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Brady to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. From the gun on third down, Brady. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
And you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. Caught right side is Jeffrey. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. He'll buy some time right. On the right side, this is Miller. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Braxton Miller, 51 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would have nowhere to escape, and he goes down. James Harrison in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw is Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jack Youngblood in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Let's take it inside his own 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Kelly on the counter. And some room to maneuver. 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for KC. 43 yards. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. And it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. Here comes Sherrills. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
To throw, it's Brady. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out in the pistol. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. On 4th down, Stafford. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Dancing to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Stafford on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. So after the INT, it's Brady. And Reed with it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The pitch comes to Forte. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well, the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll try and get it with Forte. And he's going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just built tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Forte, the lone running back. Now he'll throw with Brady. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's Brady to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now a toss. This is Forte. And the ball's out. Forte loses it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Braxton Miller, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Brady now on first down. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure, because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off in the pass rush.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Play action. Stafford. They'll roll him out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Green's got it over the middle. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Carolina first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a run with Forte. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Brady. Baldwin with it over the middle. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. It'll be a gain of 9, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. To throw is Brady. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Alshon Jeffrey from 6 yards away. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And how about this decision? Tie game, first half, but here's an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. So they try the onside kick, but it does not go 10 yards, and the laundry comes out on the field.
And it's a tough play because you're so excited to get downfield and get the football, but you have to let it get 10 yards. That ball would have, but the kicking team jumped on it a bit early.
Out to his left. Completion left side to Miller. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd and goal, pro-size. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And caught by Thomas for a Raider touchdown. So they grab the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, but now it's 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Brady. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And he We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. A first down throw for Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the haul down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
First down, here's Cousins. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the, taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. And this
and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A beautiful fake. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A big play there out of the running game. 33 yards.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Now a give, right side, it's Forte. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On the ground, it's Riddick. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek at some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be? The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, McNair throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now McNair. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Brady. And his first pass is incomplete. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete? Should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So a couple failed attempts here for the ground game, assuming you pass here on 3rd.
Doesn't look like you're getting anywhere running the ball at all, so I would agree with you on that one. You got to think about going to the air to try and pick up the yardage you need.
Anything in particular you look for on 3rd and long?
I don't think you go play action here. Just go back in the pocket, get out of your hands pretty quickly, and let your receivers do the work. 3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a